History in PE and sport in Greece, Egypt, and Rome. So I'll teach you this. So PE in Greece. Physical education had its golden age in ancient Greece. The two city-states which give physical activities much importance were Sparta and Athens. Sparta's physical education. The main objective of physical education was to contribute to a strong and powerful army. At age of 20, they oath of alliance to Sparta and went into actual combat, and they will engage intensive military warfare until the age is 50. Spartan boy at the age of 7 housed in primitive barracks under Paidonomus' supervisory, in which the education program is called ago. Almost entirely gymnastic training, running, leaping, jumping, javelin, throwing, military drill, wrestling, hunting, horseback riding, and discipline itself. Geek sport was inspired by the concept of the amateur athlete to complete in the circuit. They have 4 festivals, which is Olympia Festival, Phthia Festival, Isthmia Festival, and Panhellenic Festival. Athens' physical education. The main objective of physical education was for physical perfection, which emphasized on beauty and physique. PE was associated to philosophy, music, literature, painting, and sculpture. To the Athens, physical education was necessary to achieve all-around mental, moral, and physical excellence. Athens' physical education. Gymnastics was believed to contribute to physical development, and music was also considered important for the intellect. Various physical activities were provided the 6-year-old boy in the palace tree, which were building for exercise and open space for jumping and wrestling. The teacher of palace tree was called responsibility for directing the activities, which called it Paidotrobe. These are 5 Greek philosopher, teacher, and medical contribute to the worth of physical education. Plato. It's believed that gymnastics and music which identify as physical education. Aristotle, he believed that athletics develop healthy and strong citizen. Herodotus, he used physical education as an aid to medicine. Hippocrates declared the law and the prohibition of the use of body parts. And the last, Xenophon, he said physical education is important in terms of military. So, physical education in Egypt. Swimming was the earliest recorded physical activity. Soldier enchants and the unskilled laborer were fighting in a form of wrestling. They have game, like board game is called Senate, was invented. So, the Egyptian, they believe life is full of physical activities. Physical education in Rome. The Romans, is their primary goal is maintenance for health. They use thermae after they do physical activities. Thermae is like a public bath because health is very important being clean. So, ang ano nila guys, ang pag-intindi nila dito, ang thermae daw ay parang isang pampublikong swimming pool. Kasi mas importante pa ang kaning kalusugan na being clean. So, deer sport, horse and chariot races which held in Circus Maximus. The prisoner or slaves, they have spectacular gladiatorial combats, which is mean if you won, if you have a freedom. So let me explain it. Sa gladiator guys, yan yung pag example, isa kang slavery, isa kang slave, at kung gusto mong makalaya, so kailangan kayo maglaro sa mga kalaban mo, magpatayan kayo hanggang sa ikaw yung matira. Pag ikaw yung manalo, so ikaw malaya ka, kasi ang nasa nakasabi is if you won, you have a freedom. Development of PE in Germany, Sweden, USA, and China. People who develop PE in Germany. So this is in the following guys. This is in the slide. So let's start with the first one. In 1974, Johann Berhard Wisdow, who is the founded the Philanthropinom. So Philanthropinom, just like guys, para siyang school. Student go to Philanthropinom, they will engage into fencing, riding, dancing, and music. Johann Friedrich Gutsmuth, the founder of PE or grandfather of PE, he legitimized the profession and he believed in the importance of promoting people's health in order to have a strong nation. So, ang niya guys, ang pag-iintindi niya is ang PE daw ay order para maging para maging good ang health ng isang mamamayan, para ang ating nasyon ay maging malakas. Ganyan ang pag-intindi sa PE niya guys. So Friedrich Wilhelm Froebel, so he believed that physical activity in the form of play was wonderful mechanism for stress reduction, character development, and moral development. So he said Friedrich Wilhelm Friedrich Wilhelm Froebel, he believed that physical activity in the form of play was a wonderful mechanism for stress reduction, character development, and moral development. So pag-intindi niya guys, ang physical education daw ay makababawas ng stress at may character development tayo at magandang ating attitude, ganyan guys. So Friedrich Ludwig Jahn, because of the German Turnverein movement in the spring of 1811, he considered the father of gymnastics. Instilled in the youth a love for gymnastics because of his beliefs that physical education is a meaning of aiding the growth and development of the children. So physical education daw guys ay parang nag siya sa pag-growth sa isang bata. So habang gumagawa ng physical activities, parang nag-i-improve yung paglaki ng bata. Adult spice. Marching exercise, he believed, may help with class organization, discipline, and posture improvement. Physical education program should be progressive from simple exercise to more difficult. So ang pag-iintindi niya sa guys sa PE is marching exercises daw, he believed na may disiplina at most posture improvement daw. Ang pag magmarcha lang tayo daw ay may may exercise, maka-exercise na tayo. At sinabi din niya na ang exercise ay gagawin na mas pahirap pa guys. So that's all guys. So PE in Sweden. So people who develop PE in Sweden is indeed in the following. So kita nyo sa slide guys na nandyan guys. Per Henrik Ling, founder of the Swedish Medical and Pagodical Gymnastic. He established the Royal Institute of Gymnastics to prepare the teacher of three categories or gymnastic, education, and medical. So, he established guys na physical education daw is nakategorya sa tatlo: gymnastic, education, and medical. So, that's all. And Lars Gabriel Branting, according to him, the importance of PE is muscular, nervous, and circulatory system. So, ang importansya daw sa sa PE daw niya guys ay mag-improve daw ang ating muscular, nervous, at circulatory system. Yan ang pag-intindi niya ni Lars Gabriel Branting. So, Halar Frederick Ling. So, he created the Organization of Educational Gymnastics. So, he created guys nga para maano daw organisasyon sa gymnastic, sa educational gymnastic. Siyang nag-create. So, PE in USA. They have popular rituals are called Batsangwe or lacrosse surrounded by game. Also, it used a settle of disputes. Like, guys, sa ngayon na guys, ang lacrosse nga laro is parang parang may net at tsaka pag binato mo ay sasaluin sa isa yung may stick at tsaka may parang golf pero ay parang baseball pero ang gamit ay parang kahoy at tsaka may parang kamay sa sa dulo. So their popular sports is hockey, swimming, archery, horse racing, bowling, tennis, and cricket. So ito ang mga popular nila ng mga laro. So Tom Molyneux, the first known Polygist, fought this way out of slavery by fighting the southern plantation circuit. So siya pala ang nag-fight against the slavery guys. Si Tom Molyneux. PE in China. People they concerned about intellectual excellence and lead a sedentary life. So, this is the guys. When the people that cause of their illness, their way the sedentary life, so Kung Fu was developed a medical gymnastics. So, ang Kung Fu daw ay ginawa nilang pang medical gymnastics. So, kasi nag-meditate. So, maraming ginagawa pag nag-Kung Fu. Learning and motor behavior. What is learning? According to Ambrose et al. 2020, learning is a process that leads to change which occurs a result of an experience. According to Meyer 2020, learning is relatively permanent change in a person's knowledge or behavior due to experience, and they have three components. And according to PNU 2019, learning defined as relatively permanent change in behavior and performance as result of practice or experience. So, learning, cognitive, associative, and autonomous learning. So, I'll explain it. So, cognitive learning is the first stage of learning that learners endeavoring to understand the nature and goal of the activity to be learned. The second one is the associative learning. Second stage of learning. At this point, learner bases the skill have been learned. And the last one is this stage. After the practice, the learner perform the skills consistently with few errors. This is called autonomous learning. And they have 5 factors of learning: readiness, level of development, motivation, reinforcement, and individual differences. So, this is the description of 5 learning factors. So, readiness, successful acquisition of non-information of skills defends the individual's readiness. Level of development proceeds most rapidly when instructional experience are earned to individual's physical, intellectual. Motivation. refers to a condition with an individual that initiates activity directed toward a goal. Reinforcement, using events and behavior to increase likelihood of a certain response of skill and behavior. Individual, considering the social economic background. Motor behavior. Behavior concerned with a learning and acquisition of skill across the lifespan. They have three classification of motor behavior: learning motor, motor control, and motor development. Learning motor is learning of movement skill is inferred from performance study of the acquisition of movement skills as a consequence of practice. Motor control, the study of neurophysiological and behavioral process affecting the control of skilled movements. Motor development, the study of origin of and changes in movement behavior throughout lifespan. So that's all guys. Thank you for watching.